I have nothing to talk about. And I'm feeling sad today. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I mean, there are some things going on in my life that are very boring, and I don't care to really talk about it. I'm not trying to be mysterious. I'm having trouble with a dentist. I'm having more trouble with a dentist than I am with my actual teeth. And that kept me up last night. I had to have a root canal, so he said. After he said I didn't, then he said I did. I don't know why. Why did I stay there, and why am I talking about it? The root canal ended up breaking my crown. Put another crown. That tooth is now somewhat loose. It's like there's just no end. The bite is wrong. I had him like file shit down enough so that I could bite, not have that tooth hitting the back of the top tooth, because I knew that wouldn't be good. And he insisted that there was no more marks with the little paper that I had to bite on. And I said, look, I can feel it. And so I went home and I made an appointment for a week. He says, give it some time. And I can't believe I'm telling this stupid story. By the time that happened, it felt like it wasn't touching anymore. And I was like, I really should still go, because I might have bit down hard enough that it kind of maybe might have done something to the new crown, which is on a post, which is stuck into my actual tooth in the bottom, because the other crown that he broke, almost the whole thing came off. So there was no more tooth nub to put a new crown on. And I called to cancel that appointment to have him check the bite again, because I just didn't want to go see him again. But now those teeth are hitting again. I don't know how that can happen. So that bottom tooth is obviously shifting. And that's what I went to bed with last night. So sad that I'm having tooth trouble. And all right, so there's that. And then there's just a few other things called life that are getting me down. So I came to Goodwill. It's Sunday, and I waited a little bit after noon because I didn't want to stand outside with the other people waiting for the door to open. And next time I'm going to have to wait later in the day, maybe 2 o'clock, something like that, because the line was already mega long. I did look around. I look specifically for anything that might work for me for storage. And there were a couple of things, but too big. And I said, no, I don't want anything that big. The more space, the more place I have to store things, the more things I will just store. So I don't need a whole lot, because I'm trying to keep things down to a minimum. And then I'm always going to look at shoes. And there was a pair my size, boots, ankle boots, in a different color that I don't have, because so far I have brown and black. And these were kind of like a gray. I would have loved them, but no zipper. And I don't want to be dealing with having to, put my foot in that way. I like a zipper. And then I looked quickly at some shirts, and I left there empty-handed. And then I ran to Dollar Tree to get a tube of my sensitive toothpaste, which I've been buying at Dollar Tree forever, and they had not one toothpaste anywhere. All the shelves there were bare. I think they might be moving areas. I didn't feel like going to look. So that's my day so far. And I am going back home now. I'm actually doing some crocheting, and I'm glad about that. And I went to Derek's. Oh, my God. Derek and I, yesterday, we did his live chat during a premiere of a video. He set up a video as a premiere without knowing that meant it came with a live chat at the time that the video premieres. He schedules it, and then when it comes out, there's a live chat. So I promoted that. And we did get some people I was so glad. I was like, watch, Derek, you and I will be the only two chatting. And he said, you know what? He said, I don't care. He says, let's have fun and just chat with each other and just be ridiculous. So we started off by doing that. And then as people started joining, he and I just kept doing that. We were laughing so hard. He even said, come to my apartment because I don't really know. And then you'll be able to explain to me. And I was like, yeah, I thought of the same thing. I said, we need to be together for this. So I was at his apartment and we were dying laughing. I was laughing so hard that I developed a terrible cough. About halfway through, I turned a camera on us and was recording us while we were doing the chat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use any of those clips, but it was just so incredibly funny. And Derek didn't know I was recording. I would have told him after and asked him, you know, do you mind if I put any of this? I wouldn't surprise him with something like that. But so he was just, you know, just coming out with things. And it was fun. It was fun and it was funny. I mean, he and I were just having a blast. So we do plan on him having another premiere at some point, and where I will be there too. It was funny. So I think we're supposed to do a video together next week, and we'll probably talk about that more. And at some point, not the video we do together the next time, because we need to plan and schedule what works mostly for him and also for me, as to when we can do another live chat. So there will be a time where he and I do a video together, and then that will be a premiere. And while everybody is watching it together, there will also be a live chat. So we're anxious for that one, because we can really let loose if it's a video with, you know, him and I together and not an artist. You know, we couldn't be as rude as we wanted to be, just as funny as we wanted to be. So there's that. And then last night he was going out, but Skylar was home, so not with her mother. So I went to his place to babysit, just to sit there. I don't like her to be alone. And then she actually had a friend sleeping over, and that almost worries me more. I mean, when kids are together, I used to be able to get in more trouble when I had somebody to get into trouble with. So I said, I'll go crash on your couch, but I brought my crocheting, and I did 6 crocheted blocks. So I was happy about that. And then I went on my iPad for a little bit, and yeah, so it was a nice, he came home pretty late. I was tired, and then I didn't sleep well because I just had things on my mind. So I've been awake since like 5 o'clock, from 5 to 7:15. I tried to fall back to sleep, 2 hours and 15 minutes of trying to make that happen, and then I just said, I have to just get up because this is not going to happen. And I can't nap. I'm not a napper. Maybe I'll go to bed early tonight. I don't know. I don't really care. And it worries me when I can't sleep because I feel like I need to be sleeping, and I try to tell myself I'm my own boss. I don't have to get up in the morning. I don't have appointments. I try to never make appointments in the morning because I don't sleep the night before, worried about having to get up. So I don't know. I just worry too much. I worry too much. As for my high-fat carnivore, I don't have much of an update yet. I will say that I have never seen the 6 in the middle again. I'm calling it, November was the month of my 270s, and then December I was in the 260s, and so far in January I've been in the 250s. So I'm happy about that it has gone down, hasn't gone back up. I'm not losing like crazy, which is fine. Somebody's getting in the car next to me. But I started to not feel that good because I was eating a lot of my very own ghee, and I don't want to really get into that either. I made it the first time and loved it. It was like kind of crunchy. It had a bite to it. Never could recreate that. Finally was able to recreate it. Started eating probably way too much of it. And because the milk is out, to me it's more rich. Now it's supposed to be better because there's no milk in it, but I was starting to have a really bad inflammation to the point where both my knees started to hurt and both shoulders. So I said, I don't care. You know, the butter is supposed to cause inflammation more than the ghee because the milk is out. But my ghee, to make it crunchy, still had some milk in it on purpose. I don't know. And my stomach started to get upset. It was just too rich of oil. So I'm back to butter, and I'm already feeling better. I think it's been 2 days, and my shoulders are good. I have one knee that still is bothering me. It doesn't take much to get inflamed, and it doesn't take long for that to go away when I just eat the right way. And I'm not having cottage cheese or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know why I got so inflamed there for a little bit. But that's the only update I have on that. I am going to do it until the end of June. I know I started at the end of last year, and I keep saying I'll test it for 6 months. But I just want to do 6 months of this year. And then we'll see. We'll see what happens at the end of June and if I'm still doing this. And I just, meat is what I'm eating. Meat and butter. It's still incredible how I have no appetite for other things. It's just really cool. I think that's going to be it. I want to get home. I feel like crocheting. I also just put a bunch of stuff, pre-cuts that I buy so I don't have to do the work of the cutting. Pre-cut 5-inch squares in my store. And I just put that up and then I left. So I got to go make sure that, go take care of some orders and print things out. You are welcome to still become an exclusive shopper. I have cut back, but I'm certainly not done. And the sale is there 24/7 now. It's not like I used to have it on Fridays at noon and then stop by Saturday night. This way people can shop whenever they feel like it. I go to the post office Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Even if there's just one package. Sometimes I have just one package. Sometimes I'll have 15. It all depends on, what I put up. But I like to get out of the house, and it's a relaxed post office trip because I don't have to go out back and ring the buzzer and have a big buggy full of shit. I just go in and, drop off my packages right there on the counter because there's never usually, too much more than that. Anyway, there's info in the description if you want to become an exclusive shopper and see what I got. And I guess that's it, you guys. Thank you for putting up with me for a little bit. I think I will feel better that I chatted with you guys. And my mood has been pretty good for the most part. But I still have down days. I'm just so glad that the sun is not out. That would be so not good for my brain right now. So I needed a nice gray day. And I'll go home and crochet. And I do have to take a walk. And it's a little chilly. Maybe I'll just dance. Maybe that'll make me feel better. Maybe I'll do dancing exercise today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.